Alright, so what I do is, like, I just talked about this in my last video. So what I do is I seal, this has no structural value. All it is a sealing. It's waterproof wood glue. Waterproof, not water resistant, but waterproof glue. And what I do is I just put it in there just to create a seal, because it's a little end grain, and it remains flexible for a while, but then it gets hardened up and cracks. But why we're doing this, the next step when I do the epoxy rub, that's going to seal that and keep that more flexible. So if it ever epoxy will crack, the water will get through the crack and seep into the wood. This way, this will keep as like a flexible steel. So I do it here. This I'll hang up so it looks better. I mean, obviously. So what I do is I never really use Gorilla Glue, but I'm doing it now because I'm making a floating plug. So I just want to keep as much floating ability I can get. So this, you can see, I don't know if you can see the little pinholes in the little pinholes in there. That's just going to allow water to get in. I mean, even if it gets in there, even moisture, like the barrier. But this is just the way that I do it. So I'll put the waterproof wood glue. I'll wrap it around. I might have to do this 2 times. It depends on how much soaks into that little pinholes. I mean, this will just leave a little thin. This is like, you know, in the old days when we used to put the Elmer's glue on our hands. That little thin tear it off. And you have the little, you know, little flexible glue. So anyways, this is how I do it to here. And here I don't, because the super glue pretty much clears it, but I might put a drop or 2 in there. So this is, I'll let this completely dry. I don't have any that's done. So basically we're just putting a little seal. Just see how it remains flexible. But after a period of time it will harden up and just crack. But like I said, once I do the next step of the epoxy, which will seal this will just remain flexible underneath it all and keep it like a vapor barrier from getting into the thing. So that's how I do all my plugs. So, you know. So anyways, I don't have... So I'll do that to all my plugs and move on to the next step.